Hey guys, welcome to this video. Alright, so I'm going to do a little light language first, and then I'm going to cut this into a different video. I'm just in video mode today. Lots of energies coming through. I've been talking a lot, we're clearing a lot for the throat. The collective is clearing for the throat. I'm going to back up. Thank you for tuning in with this video with me. For those of you who haven't seen these videos before, welcome, and welcome back for those of you who have. My videos are always made with the intention of raising the frequency, raising our awareness about ascension. I just did a video to assist in just kind of bringing in what are activations, what do they feel like, you know, what does this mean, what is this light language stuff, how should I be meditating? I just kind of talked a little bit about each of those things. So I'll share that. This video, so this is an energy transfer. It's a light language. Light language is not meant to be understood on a linear level. It's non-linear. It's multidimensional. It's tapping in with other versions of myself, past, present, future, that are higher vibrational energies than the English language. It's in my DNA. It's in my blood DNA. Also, when I share these videos, it comes through an energy as well. So whether you want to call it energy healing, whether you want to call it Reiki, for me, I call it energy integration. So energy integrate is my term that I just use for it. So it's like a little bit of an energy sharing to assist in the collective harmonizing, you know, and all of that. So if you don't feel anything, that's fine.
If you do feel something, great. It's just meant to maybe just make you feel a little lighter. So I invite you to close your eyes and get nice and tall, or lay down if that feels more appropriate for you. I mean, you can be doing other things while you're listening to this. You don't have to be focused solely on the video, but it certainly doesn't hurt to be open and in a receptive space of just feeling the words and the language and the tones and the frequencies. But having said that, take a deep breath in and a long exhale. We're going to go right to the heart of things. O niki ayan o kunua it ia kua. Tu kuno etina akunukua. Tia ki enna akunu ua etiana kua. Tia ki enna kukua. Alright, so I'm just going to say what comes through. I've learned that sometimes I just can't stop and try to think about it. We beseech you to find relevance in where you place your attention and energy. Is this revealing, relevant in your expansion, in your expression of the highest levels of light, of divinity, of divine self? For on this journey there are many distractions. For that is the beauty of being on this journey. There can oftentimes be activations in the distractions. However, often, more often than not, these distractions of the temporal, temper, brain, are merely that. Distractions utilized to harvest your energy, so to speak. To pull your energy from you, so to speak. And pull you off your path, so to speak. So we invite you to come back into your higher self, into your heart, and ask yourself the question, does this
benefit the greater, highest levels of light in alignment with benevolence for all. Is this information really uplifting? Or is it just information that ultimately, essentially, does not harbor, or excuse me, well, it harbors misappropriated energies? Does this allow for growth of the highest accord? And that's a play on word, guys. It's harmony, growth. Accord is about energy and musical notes and playing in harmony. So, so even as the truth comes out, the truth has many layers. And as these truths are revealed, they can take us down a winding road that may lead us into another winding road that ultimately takes us off our course, knocks us off our horse, so to speak. And guys, horse in Native American represents power, as a power animal. So, takes our power away. We're giving our power, as I'm seeing this now, to these disclosures and forcing energy into that matrix field, which then just expands and procreates. We seek
to align you, to get you back on track. To celebrate the victories that seem minor, that are overlooked when they overlap with major distractions. So I'm seeing like a lot of people, everything's going well, and then all of a sudden, bam, this major distraction happens, and people get sucked into it, and they feel the energy from that. They feel drained, they feel sad, they feel not focusing. It takes the focus off of themselves. Now, for these energies that you're being drawn into, if you take it and turn it into, I'm seeing gold. So you're in something that's rubble, and you're turning into gold by offering assistance, offering guidance and support, and being in a space of love and raising these other instances or stories to a higher level, then of course that then will lead you back on course, because that is part of your course. So I'm seeing these instances of events, let's say, happening in the world, overlapping with these beautiful victories that you have in your life. Like your child just got an A on their paper and they're doing really well, and or you have time to spend, and then all of a sudden you hear about this major catastrophe and you're just sucked into that, and so on and so forth. So I hear the word propaganda coming up. So be aware of that. So it's not saying, the energies right now are not saying that, you know, not to assist in assisting others, but come back to you. Maybe make your space such that you recognize the space that you're coming from. Coming back into a space of love and saying prayers, heartfelt prayers of love and support for those in need. But don't drain yourself by feeding the false proclivities of the situation that are neither here nor there. They just are, I'm seeing fluff. Even if they seem major. Again, we're being reminded that they can only have the energy that we give them. And so be aware that some of it is, so I'm being guided to share that some of the
light worker circles that we are all parts of and connected to, oftentimes have different, I'm seeing like portals. So you have the light workers over here that are, okay, let's just talk about the truther community. You've got the truthers that want to share the truth about our alien origins, for example, extraterrestrial origins. You've got some that want to talk about the government and what's really going on behind the scenes. You've got some that want to talk about the sexuality and the domination and control. And you've got some that want this all to come to the surface. And that is important in that portal, to bring those to light so that they can be diminished, is what I'm seeing, and put to bed, so to speak. However, the suggestion that's coming from my guidance team is just to say, as that unravels, don't get sucked into the drain where it all goes, because don't get sucked down with it, in other words. People are going to go through different feelings of reaction from these truths: horror, sadness, shame, doubt, fear, primarily because that's all in one portal. So don't get sucked down the drain with that. And the other is war is something else that comes up with these other nations, or with other planets, we'll say, or with technology. That again, they're different portals that are attached to the word truth, for example, or esoteric community. Also, I'm being guided to talk about the ascension symptoms. I did a video on this the other day. I see a lot of people getting sucked into that portal. What's the symptom of the day? You know, oh, I'm just suffering terribly. And there are those of us that are out there suffering. And we are being invited to assist in raising that energy in order to assist our brothers and sisters who are suffering. However, our brothers and sisters must help themselves and recognize that these support systems and these support networks are meant to offer solution of sorts. I see it watering the situation down. So there's fire, your kundalini's coming on fire, and you're like freaking out. I'm seeing this as somebody on fire, like, ah. But this is also in reference to the fires in California. So this is multi-layered, you guys. So we'll talk esoteric here. We'll talk metaphysical. We'll talk kundalini, which is not esoteric, but I'm just using that as an example. And someone is talking about, this is what's going on, these are my symptoms, I'm going crazy. And the support network reaches out and says, come be in our light, we're going to help you. There is a line between assisting and enabling. And so again, we are being reminded to remind ourselves that we are not a victim. We signed up for this, and we are strong enough to power this grid up, is what I'm hearing. Because the more we integrate these energies, the more powerful the new earth grid becomes, and the more powerful and empowering we are as light workers, starseeds, all of it, all of the above. And so we're being invited not to play back into that, no matter what portal we're in right now. So if we're in the portal of truth, great. We don't need to bash. We're being invited to get it. Yes, it's okay to speak your truth and be angry. And this is not, this is not something that I stand for. How can we be part of the solution? And so the other thing I want to address in regards to that is that if we shift our vibration, it'll happen in such a high amount that those that are in darkness, or that are completely entrenched by their dark energies, will leave our field and go someplace else. That's one version. The other version is that these, let's say, dark souls, they're not really dark souls, but let's say the energies that have been domination and control, they cannot exist within your field if you do not allow them to, because you're vibrating so high. Or it will allow them to integrate those energies, and they can transition, integrate, or transmit out. I see them leaving. They can go someplace else because they won't be able to exist. I see them, and this is a play on words, guys. Back to that kundalini fire. they're going to be in the fire and they won't be able to handle it. They won't be able to stay in the kitchen. They'll have to move on. Or they, too, will make a metamorphosis and become another energy that is no longer serving the dark, but is now reborn or born again. So, guys, there's a lot going on with that. So, kundalini activating, not falling into victim mode about your ascension symptoms is, you know, get the support that you need, but don't keep feeding that version of yourself is what we're being invited to do. See things for as they really are. As the truth comes out, honor your emotions. You can feel anger. You can feel, you know, shame, whatever it might be. Integrate those emotions, yet not projecting them onto other people and saying, this is how the truth is and you need to believe this. Again, it's all about us. It starts here. So in that community, sharing it with people in such a way that allows them to integrate it as well. So again, for those of us who are just for those of us who have been awake for a while, we recognize that those people that are just waking up, you got to be a little soft on them sometimes, right? Soft disclosure. You know, you can't say somebody that's just waking up and they're going, ooh, maybe there is another dimension. Or they're just waking up and they've been totally 3D and they go, oh, maybe there are extraterrestrials. We as light workers need to recognize the boundaries, stay within those boundaries, support them and hold light for them, and just be in that space of, oh, that's great that you've come to that understanding. You know, if you have any questions, feel free to come to me, ask me about it, or just hold space for them and they can just talk. It's not our place necessarily to go, and did you know that about the dark forces that have been controlling us that are from the from Orion and the Orion Wars and blah, blah, blah. So that's a whole other ball of wax, guys. So you get what I'm saying. You get where I'm going with that. So again, be aware of our power that we create by buying into these. Now we're moving into the power of fire. We are seeing the power of fire in the kundalini in the body. We're seeing the power of transmutation, transmuting of the phoenix coming out of the fire. So we're seeing people that might have been very shadowy at one point making a transition because they're they're changing because they, again, recipe or leave and go to another pot. We're also seeing how powerful we are as a collective.
Okay. The truth is coming out. Things are coming out. The Gaia network is huge on revealing the truth. There's mainstream media is picking up, you know, like we watch in the History Channel, I think Ancient Aliens. I'm just sharing with you guys, again, recognize the little victories. It's happening. The other thing I'm being guided to talk about are the fires, and we'll come back to this in just a minute. So this light language video turned into more information than I bargained for. So the fires, also, we are being invited to send love in the form of community and support for those people that have been affected by the fires. And just come together as a human collective in oneness and appreciation for what we stand for, which is standing tall in togetherness. Again, I'm being guided to share, together we stand, united we stand, together we stand and united we stand. And I have all kinds of thoughts coming to my head. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to slow it down a little bit. Essentially, pray for Mother Earth. Send love and light into Mother Earth. Send love and light to our brothers and sisters. Be supportive in however we can be supportive. For those that are awakening and coming online, remember that they are not victims. And let's not treat one another as victims. Staying out of judgment for what truths are being revealed or we're being invited to recognize as well. Being in a place of support. All right, guys. So this is going to be some clearing for a lot of the judgment that's going on. This is going to be some clearing for those
that have had a lot of fear associated with the truths that are being revealed right now. A lot of the truther communities, the new people that are to those truther communities that are just finding out about some things. Fear is coming up about that. We're going to do some clearing for that. We're also doing some clearing for the earth, for what she's been experiencing with all these fires and changes. I invite you to set your intention to be part of the change, to be part of this energy field, to send love and light to Mother Earth and to all of her inhabitants in any shape or form that wishes to receive it now. As a collective, we unite, and as we gather together in a form of energy, appreciation, harmonics, I invite you to join this field now in clearing these energies, allowing the truth of who we are to spread through the masses in the highest benevolence. Cleansing and clearing the fields. These tashtik iti anak utuk urustis tashti anak ukua. Duk urustis tashti anak ututututututu oro okunoya. The akiniat okrostias tashti anak ukunua. Allow your bare feet to touch the earth. Connect with her. Allow your heartstrings to send out energy fields of awareness and light to each and every individual. Togetherness. Dus tashti na being of love light. Dus tashti na animal. Duk urshti stishti na kukunurashti ikina. We beseech to you to stay on your path of the highest levels of benevolence for yourself, to others. Speak with love. Dus ushtis tashtina. Touch with love. Accept your brothers and sisters, for they know not what they do. Care for your animals. Care for those animals. Create a space of safety for the animals that have not been cared for. So I'm seeing this as becoming more of a priority, guys. Lead by example. So we're clearing some abuse right now is what I'm feeling. So just breathing in and out. Trauma. This trauma is collected in the collective and held in Mother Earth too. Ea. Tuukua. Throat stuff. Clearing. Ea akua. Just breathing in and out, guys. Some energy's coming through. Durstista ak ur ok onurst iat ak ia. Ur oa okua o a ieda ak ia ok oa. Ur ok oa. Di iat ak ina. Dies ashti it ia. Duro ok onurst iti na anya anok ur ok oa. Sorry, guys. My little guy is on fire. Hey! Hey! Come here! Come here, buddy! Ooh, he's such a good watchdog. Guys, lots of clearing still going on. I know. He's so helpful. Breathing in and out, guys. It doesn't matter when you watch this video or when you listen to it. These energies know no boundaries. There are no boundaries other than the boundaries that you set on a linear level, meaning energy travels through all things, and that's why it's important to recognize where our energy is going and how we are sending it out. For boundaries that we set are more of an intention, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you cannot seek, well, not you cannot, but it's not about seeking to understand your brothers and sisters. It's more about seeking to understand yourself. Know thyself. In doing so, it will help you understand your brothers and sisters. Just breathing in and out, guys. Just being open to receive and sharing the highest levels of love light. Diakua duk ukunokua. Uk-ua. Ea di ik-ianak ukunoa di it istashtiana. So just breathing in and out. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to end and seal this in love light, of course. Energies are still coming through, and it's my intention that these energies flow through you, around you, and into Mother Earth. For those that wish to receive and share. Ik anak ook onok orok ook orsti ak onok orsti ak ana ia ook noa doa. And so it is. In love and light. Namaste.